Hey everybody, it's Cheryl from Tutoring with Cheryl, and I have had a wonderful weekend with my family actually, and my Tutoring with Cheryl families allowed me an extra day to spend time with my sister who had flown in to Nebraska to hang out on the farm with all the cousins and the family. We kind of went back and forth between my place and in town where my other sisters were. And I just want to send a huge thank you to my parents for allowing me to have that little time off. I try to be really consistent when I'm tutoring because I know it's really important for my kids, for my families, for that consistency. But sometimes you just have to say, hey, I need to have a day with family. And the really cool part about spending time with family is I get to spend time with little kids, like little ones. And we were at the park today, and it was just a lot of fun to watch them try something new. And sometimes it's hard. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it reminded me of tutoring practices. Okay, so we know what kids are capable of, right? We all know that they're capable of doing really hard things, but sometimes it feels scary. And my little niece is just like right around 3 years old and is actually my great niece. And I wanted to go down the slide with her. And I was like, yeah, you want to go down the slide? And she got all the way up to the top. And I said, sit on my lap. I'll go down with you. And, she got on my lap. And then she's like, no, I can't do it. And then her grandma, which is my sister, came in, calmed her down. And I walked away because I thought, okay, now she's associating me with this fear. And how did that go? Was it my sister? Yeah, my niece. My niece sat down with her and she's like, I'll go down with you. And she's like, no. And then, so she sat down on the slide. She's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do it. And then she's like, nope, can't do it. The same thing happens to our kids when they're in the classroom. And I see this with my struggling readers. Okay, this is why I brought this up. There is a rhyme and a reason to this story. So I get students who can read, like my little 3-year-old niece can climb up the stairs and she can get to the top of the ladder and she can sit down and she can even sit on somebody's lap, but she's just not sure about going down the slide yet. But with repeated practice, she will be able to. It's a no-brainer. It will happen. She might be uncomfortable while she's doing it. The same thing happens during tutoring. We know that our kids can read some stuff, right? They know their alphabet. They know some sounds, but they might not be able to put it all together. If you have really, really young readers, they're going to need lots of exposures to this kind of stuff, right? If you have an older reader and they're struggling, they might just maybe need to sit on your lap to go down the slide or hold their hand as they go down the slide. My point simply is we don't want to rush kids. I didn't want her to feel unsafe or have her associate fear with me because she was afraid to go down the slide. So we just stopped. And sometimes when kids are in the classroom and the classroom is moving so much faster than what they are able to do and they just can't stay caught up, it's that fear of making a mistake or being like called out on, or being put in this uncomfortable situation. So then you become that other person who steps in and then they're like, okay, I'll do another little baby step. That's what tutoring does for kids. It builds the confidence that they need to do the hard stuff. And we do the hard stuff when we're tutoring, but we don't just do it all in one day. Okay? And I think that's what we need to be okay with is, number one, the struggle that our kids have to go through. Learning is hard. Whether it's going down a slide, learning to read, learning to write, that's all hard stuff, right? And so we just need to give our kids grace. We need to celebrate. We were celebrating with her. We're like, you made it to the top. Good for you. You did it. And she was proud of herself. And the next time she goes to the park, maybe she'll be ready. Maybe she won't. But she's getting to the point where she's like, okay, I want to try this. I want to try it. I want to do it. And, your child might be doing the same thing when they're struggling with reading. If they're like, yeah, I want to get this book. Yeah, I want to try this book. But then they get a book that isn't quite the right book for them. Don't worry. They'll come back to it. Or maybe they won't. And that's okay. You can try something else. But find the right person to help them. I wasn't the right person today to help my great niece go down the slide. Somebody else will. She'll do it. But I was the right person to show my older great niece how to actually push herself on the swing. She was ready for it. She just didn't understand the science behind it. So I showed her, we get our momentum by pumping our legs. We lean way back, we stick our feet up in the air, and then we lean forward and we put our feet in, and pretty soon she's flying. She's like, Mom, look what I can do. So didn't want to listen to Mom, because Mom's already told her that. Mom's already showed her that. But Aunt Cheryl showed up today, and suddenly she could do it. So find the right person for the job. Now, if you have not come over to Tutoring with Cheryl, make sure that you come over. Use Cheryl with an S, Tutoring with Cheryl. Take a picture of that. Come and find me, and we can have a conversation about how I can help your child overcome their reading problems. We might not get down the slide in one day, but we'll get there.